Hi everybody, hope you're all doing well. I wanted to bring you in the middle of the face, of doing my face, a new e.l.f. product. Now this is the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream Color Correct and Full Coverage Natural Finish Collagen, Peptides, and Niacinamide Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Sunscreen Foundation. Mine is in light 210N. And basically, yeah, it tells you that you can apply 1 to 2 pumps of this CC cream to clean skin using the e.l.f. Complexion Duo brush to achieve an airbrushed finish. You can wear it as a moisturizer and as full coverage foundation depending on your needs. So I don't really like using brushes for my foundation, so we will be going in with a sponge today, and we will do 1 pump, see what that looks like, and if we want to do another, we will then add 2 and see what it is. But then we'll do a little wear test today and see how it lasts. I think it's kind of interesting to call a product a CC cream and then say that you can also make it a full coverage foundation. Does that seem a little odd to everyone else? It does look maybe a bit yellowy for me, but let's get this blended. Now this will be my second time using this foundation. The first time I just did 1 pump. So I am tempted to try 2 pumps to see what would happen. Cause I mean, right now it obviously is quite, you know, I have a decent amount of coverage everywhere. There is a good amount. I obviously can still see a lot that's happening in my under eye area. And I still see hyperpigmentation on my cheeks, so it's not like it completely covers up everything, but I also use a sponge on purpose because I don't particularly love a super full coverage foundation. But let's go in for giggles and do 2 pumps and see what kind of cakeness that will look like, because I do think 2 pumps is going to be a lot, because I would be happy with this and putting concealer on, but I'm just kind of curious. So let's build up to that full coverage land that they're saying we can live in. Yeah, 2 layers of this feels very heavy to me. Not my favorite feeling on the skin, and it looks a lot more like foundation. It certainly does not look like I just put a moisturizer on my skin. So for me using this, I definitely would stick to just 1 pump. And I might actually go to a different color because this looks a little almost orangey comparatively to a lot of products that I have. But I will definitely see and bring you some check-ins today so we can check to see how it lasts. What's interesting also is that it's supposed to be color correcting, full coverage, natural finish. I mean, it's certainly not matte, but it is definitely not dewy either. So I guess it does kind of play on that border of maybe looking skin-like. But yeah, I'm not in love with it when I look at it with the 2 pumps, I will tell you. But obviously, let me get the rest of my face on, and then we can kind of come back and assess it a little bit. And then obviously, we'll do some check-ins throughout the day. All right, everyone. So I've put on my whole face, and I do not like this product as 2 pumps. It looks too heavy for my liking. It's just too thick and looks too much like foundation. Like, not what I want out of this. This, as a 1 pump, might be good for certain people. But would I prefer to just use like my CoverGirl Skin Milk instead? Probably. This is not bad, but I don't like exactly how it is looking between my forehead lines and how it's looking kind of around my nose is looking thick. Definitely within this area. I also did not use my color corrector, so if I look a little bit more kind of green blue here, that is why, but I wanted to see kind of what this product was made of. And you can still see hyperpigmentation on my cheeks. So yeah, it's certainly, even 2 pumps in does not give you full coverage. I do not know the range off the top of my head. I feel like it had a decent range, probably not in, you know, the deepest of complexion, because most brands ain't got that on point unless you're Fenty. And I think this was around $12. I don't think I would repurchase this. I don't think it's bad, but I am interested to see how this will look throughout the day, and I will bring you in for some check-ins, and we will certainly see how it performs. So let's go and go on with the day. Carry on and be merry. All right, so I just finished taking my crazy amount of pictures that I take for Instagram to try to get one good one, you know. I'm one of those people, sorry. But I am just noticing this foundation looks very orange. It is. And I mean, comparatively to my chest, but I mean, I normally am a bit yellowy, but this is very orange for me. I'm not loving that. It also definitely feels like foundation. So again, I reiterate the point that I know that I already made, which is 1 pump. Please stick to 1 pump, because 2 is just cake city. It don't feel cute. It probably doesn't look very good either. Will probably look nice in photographs, but I know I'll have to, you know, edit it so I don't look super orange. But yeah, right now, she ain't my favorite. Oh, also, side note, we're probably only like an hour into wear, so I can't imagine a whole lot has really happened. Hey, so we are a good, I think about 4 hours in. And obviously, because it is so full coverage, it is very full looking. I do have some sparkle fallout, as you can see, but under eye is doing okay, and the rest of my face is also doing okay. It still is too orange for my liking. But yeah, I think overall it still looks like I have a pretty full look on, which I appreciate. I can't imagine this will last, you know, 12 plus hours or anything crazy like that, but you know, for right now, it's not bad. I haven't done a whole lot, so, you know, there's that, but looks okay. Check in and, you know, a couple more hours. All right, so here we are practically 7 hours in with the foundation, and I do think it wears pretty well. I have, I think, a little bit of breakdown probably around my nose, but overall, I didn't really do a whole lot, so I can't really attest to how well this would be in a super, you know, sweaty environment or climate or anything like that. But I do think it wears pretty well. I obviously can see that I'm a little bit oily in my forehead and around my nose, but it still looks like I have a pretty full face of makeup on, so, you know, the 2 pumps will give you that. I guess I will give it. But, you know, I still probably would prefer something that is a little bit lighter and doesn't look as cakey. What am I trying to say? Doesn't look as cakey on the onset of it all. I'd rather have something that looks a little bit more fresh and realistic and has that actual kind of dewy CC cream experience. But I do think perhaps with it kind of fading slightly and kind of melding into the skin throughout the hours, it doesn't look as orange, but it also could just be this really bright yellow lighting. So yeah, we'll see if I do another check-in. If not, then thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope wherever you are and whatever you may be doing, you are able to do something you love every single day. All right, guys, see you on the next one. Bye.